And good morning, YouTube. That's right, it's 11:29 on a Sunday. I'm off from work, so let's get right into it. Decided to do an MLB report today. As you see, I've got the my White Cardinals alternate, or should I say not alternate, retro. That's right, this is a retro. And one of these days I'll show all the jerseys again, including my baseball ones, and where I got them, how much I paid for them. But let's get right into it. This is a special video, and I want to get into the MLB playoff race, how it went down this year, and what things went. Now, I bought these little helmets mainly for, for the playoff race and stuff, and it it was pretty good to do, and I'm like, so that's why I use them in this video. And you can get them at any. You can get these at any of your team stores if you have a team store, or your local sports store, or maybe you can get them at Lids. Or how about this? You can even try MLBshop.com. It's all been updated. So you never know what you can find on their sites. You can definitely find some good bargains on the sites. You can always find good bargains on MLBshop.com and much more. Now, what I'm doing is I'm getting all the teams ready so you will know how the regular season finished. And who got what. And I tell you this season was kind of weird with COVID-19 and how it ended. Oh wait, we got guests in here. He's on the bed, so I'm not gonna show him, but pretty much know who's in here. All right, let's start with the AL. Chair here, and I gotta be careful how these things roll because these roll a certain way. No, and it's right under my wheel. I can crush one of these. It's kind of hard to get a new one, especially if you gotta be careful and going and stuff. so you don't get the coronavirus. I mean, when you only got black helmets left, and like, folks, I don't know if Baskin Robbins did this during the spring training season, but they did. Hopefully, you guys got some of them. Which was the helmets for their 2 scoops sometimes. And I got them when I had Baskin Robbins here, but of course, Baskin Robbins my city. Alright, let's get right into it. I'll tell you who made it from what division. Starting off with the AL East. Tampa was first, and they are the division winners. Followed by the Blue Jays. You know what? I'm wrong. Actually, it was the Yankees. Here, I'll show that to you. The Yankees. Then the Blue Jays. I covered up that logo. Followed by the Blue Jays. Now, in the AL East, those were the 3 teams that made it. So the wild card, and according to the standings in this little thing, the W stands for clinch wild card. There was more than one wild card. And then, of course, Baltimore and the Red Sox. Oh, in the AL Central, 3 teams also made it. The Twins, the Indians, playoff berth. White Sox clinched the wild card. Toronto clinched the wild card, and Cleveland clinched a playoff berth. It should be the other way around. So Kansas City and Detroit eliminated. And finally, in the West, A's were your division winner. Houston clinched the playoff. And of course, only 8 teams make it. So that means Seattle, Anaheim, and the Rangers were eliminated. So those were your 8 teams in the AL. Once again, they are the Tampa Bay Rays. Your division winners are the Rays in the East, the Twins in the Central, and the Athletics in the West. With wild card berths going to the Blue Jays and the White Sox, and clinching playoff berths for Houston, the Indians, and the Yankees. In the NL, starting off with the East, the Braves were your division winners. Did you guys see that? And the Marlins clinched a playoff berth with the Phillies, the Mets, defending World Series champions, the Washington Nationals, eliminated. Gotta be careful. So, who won in the Central, right? So, you got 2 teams so far in the East. From the East, who advanced from the Central? Well, you got a lot of teams. The Cubs won the division. I despise this team, by the way. Now, I might live in Illinois, but I live in the St. Louis metropolitan area of Illinois. So that's why I prefer Cardinals. The Cardinals clinched a playoff berth. We have two teams that got a wild card: the Reds and the Brewers. Leaving the Pirates out. And finally, the West. Who won in the West? Well, the Dodgers got the division, and the Padres clinched a playoff berth. And that leaves San Fran, Colorado, and the Diamondbacks. By the way, these were the places that they finished. First, second, third, fourth, fifth are eliminated. So, with that being said, we now go to the postseason and who got what. Well, now they're all ranked. So, we had in the AL, the Rays taking on the Blue Jays in a best of three series. The Indians taking on the Yankees. 4 versus 5. The 3 versus 6 matchup was the 6 seeded Astros taking on the 3rd seeded Twins. And the 7th seeded White Sox took on the Oakland Athletics. So, had the home field advantage, and that's what it was. Home field advantage went to the higher ranked teams. So basically, you did not get a chance to see the your team were the whites on the road. In the NL, it was the first seeded Dodgers taking on the 8th seeded Brewers. The 4th seeded Padres took on the Cardinals. The Cubs, who are despised, took on the Marlins. That was the 3 versus 6 matchup. And your 2 versus 7, the Braves took on the Reds. So now, what happened in this series? Well, the Rays, I move this right in the middle so I can see them. The Rays beat the Blue Jays in a sweep 2-0. So the Blue Jays are now out. The Yankees swept the Indians, so now the Indians are out. Houston swept the Twins, so now the Twins are out. In Oakland, they went into three games against the White Sox, and now the Whites and the A's move on. So your ALDS is like this. The Tampa Bay Rays will take on the New York Yankees. Now, who I'm going to go with? I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Rays in this series. And in the other ALCS, or DS, you got the Houston Astros take on the Oakland Athletics. Who I'm going to go for? I'm going to go for Oakland in this. I think Oakland has a good chance of winning. So that's my picks for the ALCS. Now in the NL, the Dodgers swept the Brewers. So the Brewers are eliminated. The San Diego Padres finally beat my Cardinals in a playoff series. So now my Cardinals are eliminated. The Central Division Cubs lose to Miami in a sweep, so the division champions are out. And the Braves sweep the Reds in 2 games. So your NLDS are the Dodgers and Padres. And I'm going to go for the Dodgers in this. I think the Dodgers got a good chance of beating the Padres. Now, this one's a best of 5 series. And in the other, you got the Marlins taking on the Braves. I'm going for the Braves in this one because I think the Braves have a good chance of beating Miami, and I think Miami does not stand a chance. So those are my picks. And I think the Tampa Bay series is going to go 5 games. I think the Yankees are tough, but I see it go 5 games, and I see Tampa beating. As for the Oakland and Houston series, I think that's going to go 3 with the A's winning. As for the Dodgers and San Diego series, I see that go 5 games also with LA winning. And as for the Miami and Atlanta series, I think that will go 5 also with Atlanta taking it. So that is it. Of course, you'll get my picks going into for uh, the League Championship Series, and we'll wrap it up with the World Series with my World Series pick, who I think will win it all. And this year will be in Arlington, and they got tickets getting ready to go on sale for it. Slut fans, so I'm glad some fans are allowed to go back into some sporting events. So that's about it. Maybe next year we could be at regular season games and have some fun. And so that's about it, folks. I'll see you guys around. Remember, stay safe, take care. The Lord is watching. I love you guys a lot. And until then, this is DP saying, I'll see you at the ballpark next season. So, love you guys, and I'll see you guys around.